Take 10 grams a day as I do, and your kidneys will crank out that iridescent green and yellow urine will win you respect in every restroom in the world.
Bruh.
I should have been recording this already. This is gold. Comedy gold. Oh man. So Jeff,
Yeah,
you work with a bunch of Gen Zs.
I do.
Do you hear about like jester maxing and jester gooning and frame mogging and all that shit at your work?
I know about like maxing and
Yeah.
gooning, but what's jester maxing?
Well, I don't know what that one is, but I learned about a new maxing today that you might be interested in.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole series of videos out there on poop maxing. And these are the people who are trying to figure out whatever they can do to give themselves the biggest, stinkiest shits. Whatever it is they need to do to their body. If they need to eat a certain kind of fiber, if they need to make a certain sort of elixir, a magic elixir to drink and poop and fart. But I thought I was seeing those videos and I was like, Jeff would love this stuff. Holy moly.
Yeah, I think whatever I've been doing lately with this new diet, I think I'm definitely on the poop max train now. I've been eating lots of artichoke hearts, lots of broccoli, lots of quinoa, leaner proteins like grilled chicken breast.
Okay.
So, but I think the worst,
Yeah.
stinkiest shits I ever had was there's I don't know if it's in Canada, but there's a brand called Bob Evans. No, not Bob Evans. I think actually it's just Hormel. And
Hormel,
they have
okay.
like a pre-made microwavable mac and cheese that's like surely, full of chemicals.
Yeah, for sure.
I would have the worst, nastiest, stinkiest shits after eating that stuff for some reason.
I know that you wouldn't know it to look at me now, but I used to do bodybuilding stuff. Like I used to
Same.
I used to be quite cut and jacked and all that stuff, and I never had stinkier farts and craps than when I was doing protein stuff. Like when I was taking protein. Protein dumps are the worst.
Oh yeah.
And they're putting protein in everything now, brother. Like you could go protein-filled ice cream, protein-filled cereal bars, protein-filled everything. These people are going to be destroying toilets.
They're not getting fit. They're not getting jacked. They're just getting stinky shits and terrible farts.
Their colons might be getting jacked. Like their colons, like tight enough to snap a board in half. You know?
Yeah. Well, ever since I started this quinoa vegetable diet, my colon has been working overtime.
Nice.
Yeah. Pumping out high quality fecal matter.
Well, on that note, welcome back to Bottom of the Barrel.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Ben. And we're scraping the bottom of the barrel to come up with the best, worst movies that we can think of.
Because like us, you may take great pleasure in that for whatever reason.
So, Jeff, today we are talking about one of your favorites.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, so it is something that I have been recently introduced to. This guy might become one of the bottom of the barrel kings. He might dethrone one Claudio Fragazzo as the bottom of the barrel king, us having done the most movies by that guy. And what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about Andy Sidaris's breakout hit from 1987, none other than Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
So, something about this movie.
Yeah.
This is not the first in the series, right? Like, this is partway through?
Well, I mean, there's so little continuity, but there's just enough that it's a series. But yes, if you were to break down what are the 12 Lethal Ladies Andy Sidaris movies, then yes, this one is the second.
Is it? Okay. And is the first one Malibu Express? Because they discussed... There's a poster for that for some reason.
I mean, how can it be a series when that movie exists as a movie in the second movie?
Exactly. So crazy. But none of that matters because Donna Spear gets her enormous gazongas out in the first 2 minutes of the movie. I timed it.
Yeah, right. The tone is set immediately. This was the first Andy Sidaris movie I saw. And I discovered him by complete accident.
Hmm.
Before Malibu Bay recently reissued all 12 movies on Blu-ray individually, there was this box set, DVD box set you could get really cheap at pretty much any record store, like any place that sold DVDs. It
Okay.
was one of those thick DVD cases with a yellow sleeve, and it was called Girls, Guns, and G-Strings. And it didn't even say anything about Andy Sidaris on uh, on the cover.
Hmm.
And the cover was just a picture of one woman who's in one of the later movies. Only appears in that movie. There was in
Okay.
that one of the movies that was directed by Andy's son, Drew Christian Sidaris. But it was just okay. What's this? I didn't know anything about these movies. I didn't know that they were directed by the same guy. I didn't know they had a stable of actors. But the coolest title to me, I thought, was Hard Ticket to Hawaii. I'm like, what? It's the only like not generic title in the whole series. So I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I gotta watch this one first. And holy shit, was I blown away by what I saw. Couple cool things about the first scene.
Yeah.
Of course, like I said, we get Donna Spear,
Yeah.
and the boobies come out real fast. But the guy with her
Yeah.
on a yacht is also a yacht rock legend. Talking about the actor who plays Rowdy Abelline, Ron Moss, bassist and vocalist for the band Player,
Yep.
who was most notably known for their hit Baby Come Back
Yeah.
about 10 years prior to that. Um, and his acting skills, not on par with his bass playing and vocal abilities.
But he seems to be having a good time, and that's
Oh,
got to count for something.
he's not just acting; he's having a blast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This might be one of the best jobs he's ever landed.
Might be blasting some rails too, if you know what I mean.
Uh, Actually, a little bit of trivia.
Yeah.
Donna Spear had just come out of rehab and was just beginning recovery during
Oh.
the filming of Hard Ticket to Hawaii. And as legend says, either Andy Sidaris or his wife Arlene were taking her to meetings all through the filming of the
Oh,
movie.
that's nice. That's kind of
Yeah,
like the Alice Cooper business with Monster Dog.
yeah, yeah, sort of
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, that's cool. So maybe he wasn't blasting rails, or maybe he was just doing it on the down low.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine with some of the acting and the antics in this movie that there wasn't some type of
There was something going on.
substance involved. There is a substance mentioned in a skateboard scene, but we'll get to that later.
The one thing that confuses me over and over and over again is when we talk about Andy Sidaris, I
Mhm.
keep getting him confused with Amy Sidaris, the
Not
comedian.
quite, yeah, not quite the same.
No, they're very
No
different.
relation there.
No,
Oh, they're old pals.
maybe.
Maybe David Sedaris. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Um, Another thing, one of his, I only have one of his other movies, and it
Mhm.
happens to be the one that has Buff Bagwell in it.
There's actually two with Buff Bagwell.
Oh, okay. Well, I have one of
He
them.
comes back as the same character in a later movie. But yes, Day of the Warrior was his big film.
Oh,
I'm assuming it was his film debut.
I think I have
I
the
don't
other one, which is like Return to Savage Beach or something
Return to
like that.
Savage Beach. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A thing you'll notice with the Andy Sidaris movies is the farther along you get into the '90s,
Yeah.
the more they become the type of movies you'd see on TNT in the
Oh, okay.
90s.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like watching like a Thunder in Paradise
Yeah.
type of movie
That's
with lot
exactly like it.
with heavy female nudity. Uh, that's not to say they're bad because believe me, when it comes to nostalgia, TNT '90s TV, there's plenty of nostalgia there. There's many good times were had in front of my TV set as a teenager in those years. So almost every scene in this movie is gonna make you just ask questions. Most notably, like what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
So, island police pull up on their a rowboat to the island. They look like security guards, but I don't know. I guess like in Malibu or whatever or Molokai. I
Yeah,
keep
it's
saying
Molokai.
Malibu.
Malibu's in
Molokai.
California, right?
Wrong.
Because
Yeah,
it's
wrong state.
but they call it
I
the
would.
Malibu Express, so that's why you're getting
Yeah,
confused. Yeah.
yeah. They're wearing shorts and they just don't look like police at all. But they're coming to check on these people who do some illicit activities on this island, such as growing marijuana.
Yeah.
And they say the guy says he checks on them maybe once a year,
Yeah.
offers them, writes them a small ticket, takes a little something for himself,
Yeah.
and
They give him a
goes
taste.
on.
They give
Yeah,
Daddy a taste.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think he actually said something to that effect, like
pretty much. Yeah.
something cringy. Where there's so many cringy lines in this movie.
The best.
But for some reason, the Molokai police are not welcome on the island that day,
Yeah.
and they get blasted to smithereens by I think it was a trio of goons.
Well, one guy shoots him, and he's the guy who is known as Shades. And if you can believe
Yes,
it, it's
that's
because he
right.
wears shades,
Yeah.
and that's why they call him Shades. And they give a close up on his face so tight that you
Hmm.
can see each individual nose hair.
Yep. That's the wonders of high definition.
Yeah.
But then we go to the opening credits, and oh no, we don't go to the opening credits. We go to a little reveal of the snake.
Yeah. The
They
snake.
they let you know that there's going to be a snake involved, and boy, is there ever.
It's very funny. It's comical.
Yeah.
It's a snake hand puppet guy.
Hmm. And I wonder if there were multiple puppets because there's some that are very, very long,
Yeah,
and some where you can clearly see that it's a. I don't know if you can like superimpose like a snake hand puppet
I
over
can
my head.
try. I could, given enough money and time, anything can be done. But we'll
That's
see.
right. And those are two things we have very little of.
Exactly.
But
The
now we
snake.
meet Donna and Taryn.
Yeah.
Donna played by Donna Spear, and Taryn played by the adorable Hope Marie Carlton, who I don't know if she's actually just a really good actress or if she's just actually really ditzy, but the way that she nails the role, I mean, she kills it.
Yeah, she sure
Um,
does.
Possibly, I mean, one of the best performances in the movie. She flashes her boobs within, I think, less than a minute
Yeah.
of her first appearance. She gets right under one of those like outdoor shower things. That's
It's like a
like,
beach shower.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it might even be attached to a tree. I don't know, but
I've never been to Hawaii. I don't know.
I mean, the next thing that makes you scratch your head and say, "What the fuck?" is she? We get a quick little backstory on Taryn. Now,
Yeah.
Taryn is not a federal agent. She does not work for
The DEA.
or whatever. They have a special name, and now I'm fucking
I don't know. They just called it the DEA in this one.
yeah. Anyway, but she's a civilian
Hmm.
and she's in witness protection. But for some reason, she's working as with in uniform as a federal DEA agent.
I don't think it works that way, TBH, but if
Yeah,
you're going to inform on drug lords, I don't think they have you working for the DEA while you're in witness
yeah,
protection.
yeah. Well,
Although
after
that would be the last place that they'd look, so maybe that's a good
makes
idea.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So after that strange little exposition drop, they get right to work and they go to Molokai Cargo.
Yeah.
And I screwed up in my notes. I meant to say the opening credit scene, and I was thinking of the opening theme song, which are two
Yeah.
different scenes. So
Yes.
I'm gonna walk back a little bit here and talk about how great, innovative, and cost effective the opening credit sequence is in this movie.
It was
It
clever.
takes it
Yeah.
takes place within the building that is Molokai Cargo, and all the actors' names are written on shipping boxes that are being moved around, and some of them are clearly written on a piece of paper and and taped to the box.
It's very clever. I thought it was neat.
But they got that all out of the way before Donna and Taryn head to Molokai Cargo, and that's when they take a snake. They're taking a snake and two tourists to a nearby island.
Yeah.
I think there's some geographical impossibilities there because the snake escapes. The snake goes back with them to their house, which is
Yeah.
not on the island. But
Yeah.
somehow later the snake ends up on the island and kills the
Yeah.
two
How did it get
tourists.
back on that island? Unless they were just flying from one part of the island to the next because they didn't want to have to walk,
So I
which is a
noticed a lot of
possibility.
things. I
Yeah.
noticed a lot of things about this movie when I did my watch and note taking of it last night. Because
Yeah.
even though this is probably the 20th time I've seen the movie,
Hmm.
it's the only time I've watched it and taken notes and really paid extra close attention. There are so many continuity, like with time of day.
Yeah.
Like there's one scene where Taryn and her sports talk lover are on a beach, and I mean, unless they were actually there for 3 days, it turns
Yeah.
from night to day, like several times while they're on there. But the rest of the movie, it's all within the same day. So there's a lot going on continuity wise. And I mean, what I always tell people when it comes to watching bad movies, just accept it.
Yeah.
You're in a different reality when you're watching a terrible movie.
It's tricky when you're taking notes because
Yeah.
you have to put yourself into that mindset that
Mhm.
I got to figure out how this thing is if I'm going to accurately talk about it. And
Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
So they take a snake, not the right snake, to the island along with two tourists who are just going to stay on this island for however long a period of time with nothing but a tent, some bathing suits, and a Polaroid camera.
It's romantic. They're newlyweds.
Yeah, I don't think that there were any toilets around. It was just them on a beach for a long period of time.
Now, if I've learned anything from Survivor, it's if you have to poop and you're on the beach near the ocean, you just go in the water and poop.
I mean, I guess I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's what
want to
they
go
do in Survivor.
swimming. I wouldn't want to
No,
go
neither would
swimming,
I. Yeah,
but I would
they're
never want to
probably
be on
just
Survivor either.
yeah, exactly. Survivor sucks. I mean, it's a fun show to watch sometimes, but I sure wouldn't want to be in it.
Yeah, and there's no possibility that these people are actually, like using the same bathrooms that like the camera crew and the tech crew are using. I mean, that
No,
that 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 couldn't be possible. It couldn't be that reality TV is just this big charade.
exactly.
And speaking of charades,
Yeah,
we meet our villain, Mr. Chang.
yeah. Mr. Chang is a very tall white man.
Very tall white man, very British.
Yeah,
Uh, he does. It is said at some point that he had an Asian father and a British mother. Um, Listen, I'm not an expert on these things, but I don't think there was any trace of Asian in the actor that played Mr. Chang.
I don't think so either.
And one of the things you got to love about Andy Sidaris movies is a lot of times you don't even know what the fuck the motives of the villain are.
Hmm.
We just know he's a bad guy,
Yep.
and he's dropping off some diamonds to the guys who grow the weed on the island.
Yeah.
That's all we really know. And sometimes I wonder if I've like I just get lost in all the female nudity in these movies that I miss out on the plot. But no, the plot was not even secondary to the importance of things that were going on in the making of these movies.
Every time I came up with a situation like that where I thought I was supposed to know something that I didn't,
Mhm.
I thought it was explained in a previous movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we did miss the
There's
Heart Ticket to Hawaii song though, because that plays when they're in the helicopter or in their plane when they're dropping the people off.
Yes, and
It's quite a
it's such
snappy
a
tune.
YouTube copyrights.
You
I don't know.
can't
I
play
feel
it.
like we could probably get away with it because on my YouTube channel,
Yeah,
I have a video of me doing a bass cover
yeah. But is it
of the
playing in
Heart
the
Ticket.
background?
Yeah,
Like
with
it.
the actual song playing. I
Hmm. I can try.
I
We can
mean,
try.
there's millions of YouTube channels of people who do like bass covers and guitar covers or drum covers of this, copyrighted music. And
I think the covers are okay. So, let's peek behind the curtain here, folks. When I interviewed Jeff months ago, I tried to incorporate a video of him playing bass to the tune of The Facts of Life.
yeah,
And the Facts of Life song was playing in the background, and that got copyright claimed as soon as I uploaded it. So I took it back down before it went public, so I didn't get a strike. And I took that portion out. So I think covers are very normally okay. It's just if you have the backing track playing, you can get flagged. So I can give it a try. If you hear the Hard Ticket to Hawaii song now, if you see a little video of it playing and you hear it, then you know that it didn't get claimed. If you don't, then it got claimed. And what can you do? It's a
and
hard
what can
ticket to Hawaii. It's not paradise all the time.
a common element that you will see in Andy Sidaris movies is this guy has a real fascination for remote control helicopters, boats, and planes.
Okay.
Uh, every single movie of his, there's some type of remote control vehicle being used for nefarious purposes. And that's exactly what Mr. Chang does is he sends a remote control plane, no, helicopter from his boat to the island to drop off. We don't know what he's dropping off yet. It's a little
Right.
case of something. It's
Hmm.
diamonds. It's not like a big, huge reveal. But they're supposed to be picked up by two of the pot growing goons on the island.
Yeah. I know that you haven't played this, but there are missions in Grand Theft Auto Vice City from the early 2000s that involve remote control helicopters, and the time period that the game takes place in is the early 80s or the mid 80s. I'm wondering if those missions were partially based on Andy Sidaris's movies because it fits into the Florida, like the it's not Hawaii, but it's Florida. It fits into that sort of theme and everything, right?
I suppose. I mean,
Yeah.
those also remote control vehicle things, toys were pretty
Mhm.
popular in the 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember all the kids in my neighborhood, all we'd race our remote control cars.
Would you?
Yeah.
I know 45-year-old adults that were doing that last year, not me.
Oh yeah. So I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people took our age took the hobby with them through the years.
I
They didn't
promise it's not me
discover
either. It's not.
yeah, they didn't discover the joys of low budget bad cinema like we did.
Okay. So you can sorry, I cut you off there. He's delivering some diamonds via
He delivered some
remote control.
diamonds to get picked up by a couple of the goons.
Yeah.
And they were obviously too busy gooning because the diamonds are intercepted by Donna and Taryn.
Yeah. It lands right at their feet. It's not
Yeah,
doing a very good job. Well, I guess he doesn't have any cameras on it. I don't know how he controls it that far.
it's an Andy Sidaris movie. Don't
Yeah.
question that.
The two
Um,
thugs are Chemo. Is his name Chemo? Yeah, Chemo and Skater. And
Skater.
Chemo is a heavy-set Hawaiian man, and
Mhm.
he's got the craziest earring that you've ever seen. It's like a full dangly skeleton. It's very funny.
Yeah. They're not very good shooters because
No.
they try to shoot Donna and Taryn at very close range and they fail.
Yep.
And you get a little chase scene that chase scenes in action movies, they're always filler. But Andy Sidaris was good enough to make it exciting. It's like
Mhm.
like you wouldn't fast forward through an Andy Sidaris chase scene.
He
But of course,
Taryn pulls a set of nunchucks out of her boot and
yeah,
beans Skater in the head with it. I don't know how
mhm,
she's walking around with a full set of nunchucks tucked into her boot. And then Donna hits Chemo in the shoulder with a ninja star.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and that's why they
They get
call them
their
the
asses
lethal
beat.
ladies.
Yeah.
They're so they get in the helicopter just in time, and they fly back home. Forget trying to figure out who lives where, and
Yeah.
just somewhere in Hawaii, they share a house together.
Yeah, their base
And
looks like a golf course too. Like if it shows it from the side where you're not seeing their house,
mhm,
if you see the other way, you see sand traps and stuff. So I think they're
yeah,
living on a golf course.
yeah, which is surely Andy Sidaris's country club, and he makes a few cameos in other movies of his, and
Does he? Yeah.
yeah, and in at least one or two, like he's on a golf course and he hits like makes an amazing putt that he just had to throw that into his own movie.
Does one of
Um,
these, does a wink and walks away.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, nothing quite like his cameo in this movie, but we'll get to that.
Who is he
So
in this
Don,
movie? Oh, I can't wait to hear.
oh, you didn't know who he was in this movie?
No, no, I didn't.
Oh, well,
All right.
when I talk about that, you won't be surprised.
Okay.
So Donna and Taryn get back home with the snake that I don't think they even know yet that they have the wrong snake.
No, not yet.
But they had to bring it with them on the plane, whatever. So they need to figure out what just happened. What is in that little container that they picked up from the remote control helicopter? Why did those goons shoot at them? You would think that they might have the goons could have just been like, "Hey, that's ours." Oh, okay, no problem. Here you go, and none of this would have happened.
Yeah.
But to figure it out, they go to the jacuzzi where they do their best thinking. Now, but we don't see that till later. Now we go
Yeah.
to a restaurant that is featured in almost all of Andy Sidaris' movies, Edie's.
Okay.
And Cynthia Brimhall, who plays Edie, is apparently it's named after her, but the owner is some other sleazy guy.
Oh, really?
I can't remember I don't know what that guy's position was at Edie's,
Oh, is the
but
host actually the boss?
I'm not sure. Like it's named for Edie, it's her
Yeah.
restaurant. I don't know but that guy seemed important for some reason.
I think he's just the host, and his name is Ashley.
Yeah, I think he was just a friend of Andy Sidaris's, and he wanted to be in a movie. He probably
Oh
put
my
some money
God.
up for it.
It's like the best
Um,
character.
well, we're taken to a table where an older gentleman is sitting with a woman named Charlotte, and the conversation gets really creepy really quick.
Yeah.
I won't regurgitate what they were talking about,
Yeah.
but when the older, balding, portly gentleman turns to the waitress, looks at her exposed cleavage, and asks,
I'll have a pair of coffee.
uh, "That man is Andy Sidaris."
Okay, now I'm not surprised. I thought that it
I
might
didn't
be.
think it would be.
Yeah. He says Charlotte's name 87 times as he
Yeah,
apologizes for his behavior.
yeah. Which, if you listen to what Charlotte says, was really bad.
It was really bad.
It's an action movie from 1987. People,
Yeah.
what can I say? There's going to be some problematic discussion. You got to just accept that if you're going to watch such a thing.
Yeah.
Someone else important is eating at that restaurant. A man by the name of Trevor Romero.
Trevor. I think it was Seth. Seth.
You are correct. I just fucked
Yeah.
up. Play the music. Do what you got to do to humiliate
Womp,
me.
womp, womp.
Quick thing, little trivia about the guy who played. I'm just going to call him Romero.
Okay.
His name was Rodrigo Obregon.
Mhm.
He was in just about every Andy Sidaris movie. I think every one, at least all the ones that Andy directed. And these movies were very important to me and Melanie, my wife. One
My
of the things,
wife.
my wife, yeah, it's one of those things we bonded over. Much like I said with Samurai Cop, we've
Yep.
watched every summer. We watch all these movies. I don't even. It's humiliating to say how many times I've rewatched every Andy Sidaris movie because people are just like, "Why would you watch one movie that many times?" Well, I've watched way more than one movie that many times, people. But we found out that tragically, Rodrigo Obregon passed away on the very day that we got married.
Oh.
So when we had an artist friend of ours, he painted us a wedding portrait, which you can show here.
Okay.
There's a portrait painted of us getting married, and with angel wings, Rodrigo Obregon is watching over us as we get married in this painting.
And I hope he was looking down on you and saying,
If brains were virtue, you'd have a clean cage.
He would have said that about my first marriage for sure, but I
"Oh
think
no."
this time he was smiling down. I think he knew I made the right choice this time.
All right.
But yes, that
That's
is
one of my favorite lines.
yeah. You should probably definitely play the clip of him saying that because
I will. Yeah,
it's
very
absolutely
funny.
wonderful.
Yeah.
But before he gets a chance to say that, Skater and the guy,
Chemo.
Chemo, they come to report their failure to him. He doesn't take it well, but he doesn't go Darth Vader on them. They remain
No.
employed. Now we get back to the jacuzzi, where Donna and Taryn are doing their best thinking. And I'm thinking right now about how much melon emoji sensors you're gonna have to put when you show clips of this movie because there's just so much female breast.
That's going to be tricky.
I love Andy Sidaris' movies because he was nothing if not real. He knew what he liked and he knew what he wanted to put out there, and he did it. He at no point could he have stopped and questioned himself and been like, am I putting too much nudity in these movies? No. He the only thing he could have said to himself is that there wasn't enough. And I agree.
And now that I've seen him, I can fully believe it. He looks like one of those characters.
Yeah. You'd think he's like a sleazy guy, but any interview you see with any actress who's ever worked with him, they always say he was like a dad, or like he was like an uncle. He treated everybody so well.
Yeah, I can believe it. And his wife was heavily involved in the productions too. So
she's producer on pretty much all of his movies, I think.
Yeah.
A funny thing I noticed about this movie, like I said, I've probably watched it 20 times. And as I was, really scrutinizing it last night, so Donna and Taryn are in the jacuzzi. They open the little case and they see that it's diamonds. And of course, they get right out of the jacuzzi. The scene was nothing. They could have had this conversation anywhere, but they had to be topless in the jacuzzi. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Rest in Pete's King.
How long ago did he pass?
2009, I think.
Oh, wow.
It's one of those things I've looked at a million times, and now you ask me, like, I'm fucking on. So I think it was 2009. But I noticed that throughout that whole scene, they had to get to the jacuzzi. It wasn't even on.
Oh, really?
Like, the water is just completely still. There's no bubbles. There's no rumbling.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. So now we get some casual racism.
We sure do.
Another staple of 80s action. I mean, 80s movies in general, but for some reason with action, it's just because there's such an element of martial arts in action movies.
And like they appeal to, I mean, we're dumb guys too, but they appeal to dumb guys, and so does casual racism. Like casual racism and the dumb guy go hand in hand, right?
Pretty much.
We're not dumb guys like that, though. We're better than that. So
we try to think. It's just that nothing happens.
In the 80s, we were probably dumb guys just like that. I would have
in
thought
the
that was
90s,
hilarious.
I was a dumb guy like that. Maybe even the early 2000s. But boy, I think I can say that I've definitely come a long way.
Yeah. Same here.
But at no point would I have ever probably found the conversation being had by Rowdy Abelline and ponytail kickboxer guy.
I just found out what his name was today because I couldn't figure it out. It's Jade. His name is Jade.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably said once or twice, but I just know him as Harold Diamond.
Okay, that's his name.
He's a kickboxer in real life.
Okay.
Apparently a very good one. He was in an Amir Shervan movie, Killing American Style. Pretty much plays the same exact character.
He's absolutely jacked. We'll show you on the screen now. And he's got a gloriously long mullet. He's got a much better mullet than Eric Roberts had in The Ambulance, if you can believe that.
I don't know if it's a mullet, though. I think it's just all pulled back. And
I thought it was short in the front, though.
Maybe. I don't know.
He's got business in the front and party in the back. Party for days.
there were other characters in this movie whose business in the front I spent a lot more time focusing on than Harold Diamond's hair. But
Auga.
he and Jade
Yeah.
and Rowdy are
Yeah.
sparring on a boat, having this incredibly cringy conversation in
Yeah.
fake Chinese accents. Even if they were talking in their normal voices, they were telling jokes that even I wouldn't laugh at.
Yeah.
And you
I
know that
believe
that's saying a lot.
I believe it was Confucius says, and I'm not
Yeah.
doing the voice,
No.
that man with powerful hand has to,
Be very careful when
but when
applying
putting on
aftershave.
aftershave. Yeah.
You
Pretty
did
dumb.
as good of a job as you possibly could with sanitizing that in a politically correct way.
You can
Well
figure out
done.
how he delivered it too, if
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah. We all have that one uncle who's probably told us that same joke. But anyhow, they're apparently waiting for a guy who we know as the sushi man
yeah.
to bring them lunch. Well, this guy on a scooter pulls up. He does not bring them sushi. He brings them a sandwich with a note in it. Whatever was written on that note is none of our business
We'll never know.
because they don't tell you. But they burn it.
And they don't even eat the sandwich. What an insult. Insult to the chef.
We got a better look at the inside of Donna and Taryn's house. And as we mentioned earlier in the beginning of this, other Andy Sidaris movies, there are posters of other Andy Sidaris movies in their house, which is, shameless self-promotion. Hey, I got no problem with that. I've done that on this channel many times. But one
I'm
of
doing
them,
it right now.
yeah, see, one of them is a poster for the movie that this movie is a sequel to, loosely, and they talk about the movie as it being a movie, but the guy who was in the movie was once a DEA agent with them, and he became an actor, and that's how that movie was made.
Yeah.
I guess he's just bending reality a little bit there to get
And he's
a plug
Rowdy's
in.
brother too.
Yeah, every movie has a different Abelline,
Okay.
and for some
Interesting.
reason that they're all the Abelines are bad shooters.
Well, that's pretty funny. Like, I'm down with that. I think that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other movies that there are posters for, they're just other Andy Sidaris movies that aren't in the series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
He's got a lot of movies,
seven.
man.
Yeah, he did a whole bunch.
Yeah.
I know he was a director. He did like the Wide World of Sports before he became a film director.
I can fully see that guy doing that. Now that I know
Oh
what he
yeah,
looks
absolutely.
like. Yeah.
Well, I think his character being like that's a sports
Sports manager.
newscaster,
Yeah.
producer, whatever, is probably just a nod to his old career
Yeah.
that afforded him to be able to make these amazing, amazing movies. Okay, you ready for a great quote?
Yes.
Taryn is curious about Donna's love life with Rowdy Abelline. And she comes right out and asks, "What's he got?"
How big is it?
Yeah. And it would maybe not as big as a jumbo jet,
Yeah.
but
He's got 4 inches.
4
That's all he's
inches.
got? Whoa.
Well,
I measured him from the ground up.
He's got a massive hog, folks.
now that little bit of fun is out of the way, the thugs, Romero's thugs attack with the whole like stockings on their faces, which do nothing really to disguise them. And they get away with the diamonds after a big struggle, but there's two notable things that happen there. One is Donna crashes into the wooden crate that the snake is in.
Yeah.
And of course the snake gets out. The snake disappears down the sewer, which may play an important role in things later to come in the movie. But before the snake does that, it gets out to the front of the house where Romero is waiting. He is terrified of snakes.
Yeah.
And he begins shooting at the snake. He does not hit it. Donna and Taryn run out as they're all about to get away. And one of my favorite little clips is just when they run out the front door.
Where'd they go? There they are.
They are like 10 feet away.
Yeah. Donna cracks off a shot like
Yep.
you wouldn't believe and hits Romero right in the face.
Yeah.
Shoots him in the face. Yeah.
He lives, but yeah, it was just a flesh wound and they get away. But then, as I said, the snake disappears down the sewer. Something to take note of if you should watch this movie. So Cooper from Molokai Cargo finally gets in touch with Donna and Taryn, and we learn just what is wrong with this snake that they took by accident and let get away. The snake is infected with deadly toxins from cancer-infected rats.
Yep, he sure is. He's a contaminated snake.
Cancer is not an infection. I know that. But all that matters is this snake has deadly cancer toxins in it. And for some reason, that makes this snake a very dangerous, angry animal that will kill anyone it sees.
And die within 36 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in order to figure things out, Donna and Taryn head over to Edie's. We are once again punished by having to see the host, Ashley, or whatever he is there. He offers them the best seat in the house. And what was the best seat in the house, Ben?
That is his face.
I'm going to give you the best seat in the house. You can sit right here on my face.
He also drops another line. I forget who he says it to. But he's talking to one of his friends, I think one of the sportscasters, about one of the women, the waitress, I believe.
Yeah.
And he says, if you try to go down on her, you're going to be kissing the back of my head because I'm already going to be there.
He's super gross, but Donna gets him good because she says, after he says that about sitting on his face, she says,
Why? Is your nose bigger than your dick?
Yes. So they go to Edie's private booth, which interestingly is just a table in the middle of the restaurant with no privacy whatsoever. And we kind of get an inkling that they're being watched and they're being listened to. There's a bartender who looks a little suspiciously watching them. Michelle is her name.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out more about Michelle very soon.
Yeah, Michelle has the most hairspray that I've ever seen in a haircut ever, other than maybe like Marky Post on Night Court. Like she's got like it's pretty wild.
Well, there's a pretty good reason for her hair looking that way.
Oh yeah,
but we'll get there in a minute. Now we get one of the first of several incredibly pointless scenes that offer nothing of substance to the movie, serve only to baffle the viewer and entertain weird like me, who truly just take pleasure in non sequiturs and pointless things. Two athletes at a table are visited by a vitamin salesman.
Yeah. Or a vitamin enthusiast, either way.
Yeah. And for a minute or two, they sit there looking incredibly bored.
Yeah. As
this guy pulls out vitamins and explains each one. I know he says there's one that'll keep your wazoo cranking. There's another one that will scrape your capillary walls clean. I think that was the same one that's supposed to get your wazoo cranking. There was another one that he says will keep you pumping out that iridescent yellow and green piss that will make you the point of envy in every public restroom. At no point does this come back in the story. It does not resolve in any way.
And these two guys that he's talking to, they never come back either. They just turn to each other and say,
Man, I sure love soul food.
Right on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I wonder if maybe they were actual like athletes, football
Yeah,
players.
they
I
could have
don't
been
know.
football guys. Yeah.
But yeah, they either didn't want to be there or they were just told to sit there and look bored because that's
I'll look it up.
what they
When I'm
did.
when I'm editing this video, if you see like a player profile of these two guys, I'll put it up there because they
Mhm.
are credited on IMDb as Soul Food Lover 1 and 2.
Okay,
So I'll look up who
probably
they
not
actually
real
are.
athletes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's day again. Rowdy and Jade are in a Jeep going up the street, and Jade delivers the line that I mentioned substances being mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
There's a guy, a skater, one of the goons, is
Yeah.
riding down the road upside down on a skateboard,
He's just standing
balancing
on his
himself
hands.
perfectly on his hands. And Harold Diamond of Jade's says,
Man, he must be smoking some heavy doobies.
Let me add the fact that Skater looks like he's about 37 years old, and this
Mhm,
guy's doing a handstand on a skateboard going down a hill.
yeah,
That's pretty impressive. This is like
yeah.
proto jackass stuff, you know?
Mhm. The only pictures I've ever found of the actor who plays Skater
Yeah.
are pictures of him holding or riding a skateboard. So
Oh, interesting.
it's clear that he was qualified for the role.
Tony Hawk's uncle.
Yeah. The role which comes to an abrupt end. Now, the amount of steps Shades and Skater take,
It's chemo. Chemo
I'm
and
sorry,
Skater. Yeah.
Chemo and Skater take to just take a single shot at them and fail.
He
Well,
he
you're
tagged
right.
Jade though. He tagged Jade.
Yeah. Well, he hit Jade with shrapnel because he shot like the back
Oh,
wheel well.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
he
okay.
goes down the street and then he gets in the car with Chemo. Then they ride past them and then back up and then shoot.
He gets closer to them. He's hiding the gun behind a blow-up doll that
Yeah,
now suddenly he's riding down the street with. He's got a shotgun behind the blow-up doll and he's waiting. And they can see that he's got the gun.
yeah. Um, so Rowdy, after Jade gets hit with the shrapnel, Rowdy takes out the bazooka because he says it's the only gun he can actually hit a target with, and blasts Skater away. Skater goes flying and he
Yeah.
blasts him away in midair. And then, of course, he wastes a whole bazooka missile on the blow up doll.
And then the poor skateboard just slowly rolls down the street.
Yep.
Poor
I
skateboard.
believe they said, "What happened to the skateboard?" And I think I let it get away. Now, at this point, you've probably completely forgotten about the two tourists, the couple, man and woman, that Donna and Taryn dropped off at some island.
Yeah.
Well, you see them again.
Hmm.
The man is taking Polaroid pictures of his busty, bikini-clad wife.
He seems to be
And
trying to convince her to take her to drop her top too.
yeah, he was.
Hmm.
But he never got that chance because somehow, after that snake crawled into the sewer at the house, it ends up on the island. And just as he's about to take a picture, the snake hand puppet comes out, and
And they're
that's the last.
contaminated.
Yeah, that's the last you see of them in their mortal coil. There's so much jumping back and forth between little scenes. It's almost kind of
Hmm.
like Vampire Time Travelers.
Kind of.
Because now we're back at Edie's, and Michelle, I guess, is done with her shift. So after a brief awkward conversation between Michelle and a thonged woman with incredibly large exposed breasts, we learn as Michelle begins undressing, Michelle is a man posing as a woman.
Yeah. Michelle is Michael.
Yeah, Michelle is Michael posing as Michelle. The only reason I can think of is because Michael is bald.
Yeah. He's a very balding
So
man.
the
Hmm.
only way that a spy could infiltrate that club and spy on them was for a man to put on a wig, completely present himself as a woman, so the earpiece could be hidden in the air undetected, because that's the only way that they could
The
have
only
done
way
that.
it would work ever.
Yeah.
Like they can't pose as a client. They can't pose as anything like that. They have to do this. They have to
Yep.
Mrs. Doubtfire this shit.
He leaves as Michael. I guess they didn't question the fact that a bald man
Came
walked
out of
out
the
of the
ladies' room.
women's dressing room, and they follow Edie and they kidnap her.
Uh-oh.
Donna and Taryn are. It just so happens that Donna and Taryn
Yeah.
are spying on Shades, who's guarding the compound of Romero or whatever.
Yeah.
And they see Shades playing frisbee with some girl on the beach, as he does every day, they say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then they see a van pull up, and they see Edie get taken out
Mm-hmm.
by the remaining goons of Romero's little mob.
One thing that
And
I
then we
thought was
get
pretty interesting is that the color commentary that they gave on the throwing, when they were watching Shades throwing the frisbee back and forth with this woman, Donna says,
They take their throwing pretty seriously.
like deadpan. Very funny.
maybe that's a Hawaii thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
You know, I don't see a lot of frisbee in New Hampshire, even during in the summer.
No.
Next, we get the second of several incredibly pointless scenes. Donna and Taryn go to a sumo wrestling school to use a payphone, and we meet a couple sumos. Taryn attempts comedy, I guess, by communicating with the sumos in fake Spanish, when neither of the, one of them is clearly Asian and the other is, I'm gonna guess, Polynesian or whatever.
Yeah.
Samoan, I don't know.
Samoan, yeah.
Whatever. I shouldn't speculate, but
Yeah.
clearly neither of them are Spanish is the point I'm trying to
Yeah.
make.
For sure. Although,
Um,
if he was Polynesian by way of the Philippines, he could have spoken Spanish too. So you never know.
Clearly he didn't. Clearly he wasn't. He also looked really stoned. His eyes were like very, very red. But somehow or other, Donna and Taryn make it back to the island,
Yeah.
where they find a Polaroid picture of the snake attacking the camera, along with the corpses of the horribly, brutally mutilated
Yeah.
bodies of the tourists.
Pretty bad. They're on the hook for that shit too.
Yeah.
They hope their families aren't looking for them now.
No, it's not paradise all the time. They knew that going into this.
Oh, I know what's coming next now.
The third incredibly pointless scene that offers nothing to the story whatsoever and makes you really question your sanity is the two football players being interviewed by the guy whose name I can't remember, who's
Jimmy John Jackson.
Jimmy John, that's it. I wish there was a way that we could show you this scene, but we can't.
I wrote, I'm not even repeating what they said.
Yeah. I'm not repeating what they said.
It would be very racist for us to say.
Yeah.
It's two black football players describing how they did a play, and he was telling one certain group of people whose names, using a word that we cannot use, to go long and tell all the white guys to stay back.
I do think it's acceptable for a white person to laugh at this the same way we would laugh at a movie like I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, or
Yeah.
you know.
But then when Jimmy John asked his friend to comment, his friend just says,
Jimmy, the motherfucker's crazy, but he sure can throw.
yeah.
It's just one of those things you have to say, Andy Sidaris wrote that.
He sure did.
And I'm not judging that he wrote a line for a person of color to say with racial slurs in it. It's an 80s action movie.
Yeah.
But just the fact that he thought that this belonged in a movie, he thought that this scene was going to serve some type of purpose.
Well, a white guy wrote Leprechaun in the Hood. So there you go.
And then that tells you all you need to know about that movie.
Yeah.
Mr. Rowdy Abelline
Yeah.
has geared up with a special frisbee to take out Shades to get revenge on the Molokai cops that Shades laid to waste.
Yeah.
This frisbee has razor blades sticking out of it all around its perimeter. Now, have you seen a scene like that in another movie?
I have, but I can't think of which one it is right off the top of my
It's
head.
Phantasm 3.
Oh, okay. All right.
Phantasm 3, which came out long after Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Oh, jeez.
I
Don Coruscali. Did you steal that
how
idea?
did you say his name?
Coruscali? Is it?
But Don Coscarelli.
Coscarelli. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was just picturing the word. I didn't. I don't think I've ever said it out loud before. TBH.
Italian names can be tough. I know.
Oh, Madonna.
No, I'm not shaming you for saying someone's name wrong, but I mean, any opportunity I have to humiliate you on
Of
our show,
course.
we take
You'd
every
be-
opportunity we can to humiliate each other.
You'd be silly not to. And I do the editing, so I get to take lots of shots.
Yeah, exactly. You've
You
got the
did miss
advantage
one
on me.
thing, though. You did miss one thing,
What's that?
and that is the sex scene between Donna and Rowdy, with Taryn and Jade listening in when he is so loud. His moaning is so loud.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and I meant to put that in
Yeah.
my notes. Apparently, I forgot. At the beginning of it, I can only be led to believe that she is edging him
Yeah.
because she's completely naked and she's leaning over him, and the moaning is incredibly loud. But she's not. You can't
She's not doing
see her
anything.
doing
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But her hands are hidden, in front of her. So the only thing she could have been doing was violently edging him.
And the kissing is super weird. It's not samurai cop kissing weird, but it's pretty weird. It's not sexy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not sexy. It's not as disgusting as the samurai cop kisses, but
Yeah. You
still
get another
pretty
one of my
bad.
favorite lines too at the end of it, when they're just kind of there basking in the afterglow.
Yeah,
Rowdy turns to her, Donna, and says, "One man's dream is another man's lunch."
yeah,
And then she turns back to him and says, "You son of a bitch."
yeah.
I was, oh my God, I can't even fathom what that means. So,
So back to the scene that was plagiarized by Don Coscarelli.
yeah, Coscarelli, not Cosca Kelly, like I said before, or whatever.
Yeah, I need to hydrate. Hold on.
Okay, I'll do the same. Hydration break. I spilled mine all down the front of me. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rowdy Abelline follows one of the strangest interactions ever. He follows the young lady who is on the beach who's going to play frisbee with Shades.
Yep.
He kind of, talks her up, flirts a little, gets her comfort, and Shades ain't having it. Shades does not want this turkey, he says. Who's this turkey?
Who's this turkey in the banana hammock? Jeez.
Yeah. And the woman is just like, oh, he's just a thrower. So, all right, let's see what you got. So Rowdy tells the girl to hit the road. I forget how he says it, but he aggressively tells her to get lost.
How about you get lost?
What do you mean?
Yeah. And then flashes a gun.
And yeah, flashes a gun.
Mhm.
She has no emotional reaction to this whatsoever. She's basically just like, okay. And
Yeah.
as she's walking away, he tells her that she has a great ass.
And she says, "You too."
Pilgrim, you see you around, Pilgrim, or something like that.
Got a great ass.
So do you, Pilgrim.
But yeah, that amazing interaction. And after a couple of throws between Shades and Rowdy, he pulls out the razor blade frisbee and tosses it over. It manages to sever all 4 of Shades' fingers and plunge into his throat.
Yeah. It's quite a throw.
Now it's time to raid the house. And things do get confusing here.
Yeah. For starters, Donna's flying overhead in some sort of contraption, dropping bombs. Dropping bombs on her own people.
We get to see some really bad shooting from Rowdy, as he told us he can only hit a target with a bazooka. Taryn kills Michael.
Oh yeah, no, Taryn does. Yeah, Jade
Yeah.
kills somebody else. Taryn kills
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah, Jade has a martial arts fight with some guy in the house. He more than once he pulls out weapons from out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Like though he had these like those rape claws from like Enter the Dragon. But anyways, he says life sucks and life's a bitch and then you die.
Yeah, and cuts this guy's head off.
And repeats it after the fact. We haven't mentioned the woman bodybuilder.
Yeah,
who's a member of Romero's gang.
What was the point of her? Yeah, she tortures Edie a little bit, but she doesn't do anything other than that.
I thought she was
even
cool.
there when they get killed. When they all get killed, is she?
Now that you mention it, she just I don't think she dies. She just kind of disappears.
Yeah. She went in the sewer with the snake.
Yeah, I guess I didn't watch this movie as scholarly as I thought I did, because now you've got me thinking, what the hell happens to her?
Well, I rewatched it this afternoon, and I don't know what the happened to her.
Oh, okay, good. Good. So anyhow, Edie is freed.
Yeah.
They go out, and oh no, she dies in the helicopter because Donna blows up the helicopter with the rocket launcher.
I thought that was the other woman in there, but I don't know. The woman that broke in and at the beginning that's
her. That's the bodybuilder.
That's the bodybuilder woman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Can you hear that motorcycle outside my house?
No.
Okay, good.
Hopefully you haven't been able to hear when I shift in my chair. It's hot in here, and so it sounds like farts. Hopefully that's not coming through the mic.
Well, I've been lighting it up the whole time I've been in here, so you apparently haven't heard anything.
Nope.
So yes, bodybuilder lady gets blown up in the helicopter by Donna.
Okay. Yeah.
And now things really get confusing.
Yeah.
So they're all heading back to Donna and Taryn's house.
Yeah.
But halfway there, Edie stops and says, "What about Romero?"
Yeah.
And Rowdy goes blasting out the back toward Romero's house on a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the very next shot, Donna is alone at home.
Yeah.
So we don't know where
Edie,
Taryn, and Jade went. Doesn't matter. Well, it turns out Romero is waiting for he was waiting at Donna's house for her.
Mm-hmm.
As she's cleaning herself up, he makes his presence known. They have a little scuffle. Donna hides in a closet. Have you ever seen a movie called Halloween? 1978, directed by a guy named John Carpenter.
I think I might have seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there any scene in that movie that looked very familiar to the one you saw between Donna and Romero in Hard Ticket to Hawaii?
Yeah. when he's Michael Myersing that slatted closet door, absolutely.
What I thought was really cool about that, though, aside from the clear Halloween, some people might call it a ripoff. I'm going to call it homage.
Homage, yeah.
That was the flimsiest fucking door. He could have just punched through it, ripped all those slats out.
No kidding.
But he's stabbing it with a knife.
Yeah.
But instead of a wire coat hanger, Donna finds a harpoon.
Yeah.
And jumps out and shoves it right through Romero's body. I find this whole sequence hilarious, not for the obvious reason, which I'm not even going to say. When I get to that point, I want you to just show the clip. But it's like Romero just won't die.
Yeah.
But not in a Michael Myers kind of way. It's almost like, oh, fuck, I'm in so much pain, I wish I would die. But he won't die.
He's not in good shape by the time the thing that happens.
But while Donna escapes to the bathroom, I don't know if she goes to the bathroom yet, because there's so much back and forth in this whole sequence. While she's not looking, he rips off the front of the harpoon thing.
Yeah.
And hides around a corner. And she hides around a corner. it's a really just really cool scene. And I gotta say, when Donna Spears' hair isn't so 80s, when it's all wet and down,
Yeah.
she's got that mean look on her face. My God, is she one of the most beautiful human beings to ever grace the earth with her presence? My God. But she manages to subdue him again.
Yeah.
A vicious stabbing.
Yeah. She turns
to
his
the
knife
face.
around on him.
Yeah. And then she goes to the bathroom, and the motherfucker still isn't dead.
Well, not dead.
I think she stabbed his bullet wound on his face, I think.
Yeah.
But then got him in the gut or something. So she hides in the bathroom. She's kind of using some toilet paper to clean herself up.
She's using one square too, which is just really
just
conserving it.
Well, I mean, they're probably on well water. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And now we're just gonna show you what happens next.
And
so
we're back.
Donna is pretty much blown away by the explosion of the toilet, which somehow lit up, and smoke came out of a toilet filled with water as the snake emerges.
And she was not injured by the ceramic object exploding into shards beside her.
Maybe one of the all-time greatest scenes in a bad movie ever.
Yeah.
Even if you hated the experience of watching this movie, you had to have seen that one thing happen and realized that it was all worth it. Or else I think you just hate fun.
Yeah. For sure.
So the snake makes it out of the bathroom before Donna does. And there is Romero, still alive, facing down the snake again. And he's shooting at it. He's missing. And then finally, I think the snake finally does him in.
Yeah, the snake gets him right in the face.
The snake finally gets him right in the face, right where he got shot. He's finally dead, but now Donna is faced with the task of facing off against the deadly cancer snake. Well, I guess Rowdy must have figured out that Romero wasn't home, but instead of stopping and coming in through the door, let's show our audience how Rowdy makes his entrance. And we're back. And luckily, the rocket launcher was there.
Yep.
Because it's the only thing Rowdy can hit a target with, and he blows the snake's head clean off.
Yep. Explodes the thing like you wouldn't believe. Very funny. It's very funny looking too. It's really ridiculous.
At this point, you've probably forgotten about Mr. Chang.
Yeah.
Just like you probably forgot about the tourists. But they still have one loose end to tie up, and that's Mr. Chang. There was no need for him to have been in the movie at all. And the movie ending with the killing of the snake probably would have been a higher point to end on than the killing of Chang. There's not even really an exciting way to describe it. You give us something as epic as that snake exploding out of that toilet, and then you go to another scene that isn't as exciting. It's the only flaw I find with this movie. So whatever. Rowdy and Donna go up to the high rise that Mr. Chang's office is in. Rowdy beats the shit out of his security guard, and Chang tries to throw a sword at them, and Donna blows him away.
What kind of sword?
A Japanese sword, a katana. He misses, and Donna blasts him away through the window, and his body falls to the ground. It should have been.
That should have happened first, and then the snake after.
Either not at all, or should have happened before the snake. But just like the snake should have probably killed the tourists on the island before it went back off the island to Donna and Taryn's house, only to somehow, through the sewer, end up back on the island and then back in the sewer at Donna and Taryn's house.
Weird.
But every Andy Sidaris movie has pretty much the same ending. Bunch
How's
of
that?
friends celebrating victory with champagne.
So it's kind of like G.I. Joe, and at the
Mhm.
end of an episode of G.I. Joe, except with
Yeah.
champagne. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I can't think of any of his movies that don't end with that scene. Maybe some of the later ones that I've only watched
Yeah.
a couple times because they weren't that great.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Andy's son, Drew. The two movies he directed, not bad, but not of the same caliber as
Mm.
Andy's early 80s and early 90s work.
Okay.
But they're on the Malibu Express having some champagne. They don't know what to do with the diamonds. It's illegal for any federal agent to keep evidence, but they're going to pretend they don't know where the diamonds are. And because Taryn is a civilian, she can keep them and share them with her friends. They all agree to that very illegal thing, and they toast, and that is Hard Ticket to Hawaii. There you have it, folks.
What a movie.
Yeah.
I knew as soon as I heard that Ashley guy speak that it was gonna be a wild one, and it was cemented by the death of Skater, Rip Skater,
Yep.
being hit by the car, thrown up into the air, and then exploded via bazooka. It's just
Well,
wild.
along with his blow up doll.
Yeah, along with his blow up doll. Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm excited to see more movies in this series.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Was that a
we
fart
will
or a
cover them
crack?
all.
Was that a
What's
fart
that?
or a crack? Was that a fart or a crack that you just did?
Oh,
It was
that was actually my chair. That time I did not fart. Believe me, I would admit it.
okay, because I thought I heard that one. So
This is a very loud office chair I'm sitting in.
yeah, this one's getting bad too. All right, yeah. So we'll watch more Andy Sidaris movies for
Yes, we
sure.
will.
This one is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. I don't even need to tell you what. You heard why in this video, for sure.
Yep.
Everything that happened, the ridiculous violence, all of the stuff, just everything, 10 out of 10. Jeff, how about you?
It gratuitous nudity,
Mm-hmm.
more gratuitous nudity, bad one-liners, action, and most importantly, at no point is the movie boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, last week I had to drop some points from our trademark 10 out of 10 rating.
Yeah.
I believe I gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, that's good that I did that because I have some extra bonus room here. Hard Ticket to Hawaii gets a 12.5 out of 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Which I would
Very
have
good.
given it anyway, but it
Yeah.
just happens to I have the allotted extra points to give it because of last week's episode.
That we can make the math work.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So that brings us to the end of our discussion on Hard Ticket to Hawaii. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as we. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. As always, you can click the subscribe button at the bottom of this video to subscribe to both of our channels at the same time. Yep. It takes you less than a second to click subscribe next to both of us. Costs you $0. You can subscribe to as many people as you want. And then you can see all the crazy stuff that we get up to on our channels. And Jeff, why don't you show a book, one of your books, so you can advertise one of your books?
Ta-da!
Oh,
Big
that's a book.
Boobenstein, soon to be a motion picture.
You know
filming
what?
in May.
I heard that it's going to be filming in May.
May 2027.
Exactly. So please join us next time for another fun episode of Bottom of the Barrel. Goodbye.